Hello everyone, it's Kimberly. I got home really late last night. We didn't get home until about 9:30 or 10. We went on a drive up to the mountains, and I went up to our family cabin. So it was quite an emotional day for me. That's the first time that I've been up to that property in a couple of years. I've driven up in the past, but I hadn't stopped. I just hadn't felt welcomed, and it was just always real emotional for me to stop because I didn't feel welcomed. And so I just felt like I needed to stop and kind of cleanse some wounds and kind of revisit my childhood, so to speak, and in a way spend, I'm sorry, I'm going to get emotional, kind of spend some time with my mom, in a way. I mean, I know that my mom isn't there, but the essence of my mom is there. And sorry, I'm saying so much, but my emotions are just very raw, and I just needed to walk around and kind of take myself back. And so that's what I did yesterday. I didn't spend a whole lot of time, and it was really hard for me because I spent so much of my childhood there. That was our second home. I spent so much time with my aunt and uncle, my cousins who I grew up with, one who is deceased. He died of AIDS quite a few years ago, which was incredibly hard because I was so close to him. And so that brought back a lot of really good memories of him and a lot of really hard memories of his death. Not to mention the death of my grandfather who built that property. And of course my mother, who loved that property dearly. And then of course it brought back it brought me to where we are today, the fact that I thought that my mother was, and I was told that my mother was going to leave that property to all three of us, to me and my brothers, and then come to find out she excluded me from that, which is really hard because that's something that I really wanted to pass down to my children, and then, you know, for it to stay in the family, you know, for my grandchildren to be able to enjoy that. And part of my heartbreak is the fact that my children didn't get to share that with their cousins, and then my grandchildren didn't get to share that with their cousins, you know, grow up there like I got to do. And I guess that was just always a dream of mine, so that they could have the joy and family that I got to share. One of the hardest things, and this may seem kind of petty to some, but for me, it was extremely difficult. I didn't want to get in trouble for trespassing since the property isn't mine. And the relationship with my brother, my oldest brother, is so terribly wrong at this point. And there's absolutely no communication between us, that I felt the need to get permission. That I texted both of my brother's wives just because there's lack of communication and hesitation. That from my brother in California, there's so much hesitation on his part, which I completely understand. So I texted both of my sister-in-laws because the communication is better between them. For one thing, I have no communication with my older brother. I didn't even have a contact number for him other than his work number, which I didn't feel was appropriate to contact him at work. But I texted both of my sister-in-laws to get permission to go through the gate of this childhood place that I spent so much time. I had to get permission. One of them said, of course, like, how silly of you to even ask for permission. And the other one, of course, you need to ask your brother. That was the tone of the text. Well, I didn't feel I needed to get his permission because I already got permission from one of them. So I said, thank you very much. I already got permission from the other brother. But then the text continues. Of course, it can't just be left at that. It can't just be left at thank you. I already got permission. It had to be continued. But it just hurt that I had to get permission from my sister-in-laws, people that weren't even there at this property. I'm sorry. But anyways, it was an emotional day, and I'm sorry that I wasn't here to do the live stream yesterday like I said that I would be, but I'm hoping still to do that today. So if that's something that you're interested in doing, in just a bit, I am going to upload this video, finish this video, upload it, and we'll alter some jars and some cans. I'm going to keep the live stream video to about an hour. So if you want to do that, gather your supplies. I'm looking at the clock now. It's 2. So let's plan on doing that at about 4, 5, 6. Let's plan on doing that at 6. And we'll alter some cans and jars. So what I'm going to use to do that are we'll do a can and a jar, just a food jar and a food can. I'm going to just gather some paints, some napkins, and some Mod Podge, and we'll just do it together. And so 4 o'clock today, I'll finish this video, get my supplies gathered, and meet me back on my channel then. But first, this is the next notebook that I'm working on. It is currently drying on the seam here where I have my closure. So as soon as that is done later on today, I will put my eyelet and add my string and ink my edges. So that is my next one. It does have pockets on the inside. But when I got home yesterday, I had some mail, so I wanted to share that with you. This is a pocket letter from my friend Maria. Or I'm sorry, not a pocket letter. I'm all messed up. She sent me some washi tape, so thank you. This is adorable. This is like cursive alphabet, so I'm going to put that up on my shelf. And then she sent me this washi tape, which is adorable. And then these are the ATCs that we traded. This one she calls buttons, which is so cute. This dress form. And then this one, this sentiment is, it's never too late to be what you might have been. And she's so cute. So thank you so much, Maria. I love them to death. And then this was an Amazon, and yes, I already opened it. I had granted a wish to somebody for some die cuts on Crafty Lady's YouTube channel, every Monday she puts out a video where you can go in the comments and make 3 wishes. And I met a lady because I had made a wish, and one of my wishes was for washi tape. And so this lovely lady, Ronnie, had granted my wish for washi tape. And not only did she send me washi tape, but she sent me other goodies in my package. And so when I went back to the website the next week, Ronnie, who had granted my wish for washi tape, had made a wish for die cuts. And I have a Cricut machine, and in the past I had just gone crazy and cut out a bunch of die cuts. So I granted her wish and sent her a very large package of die cuts, basically to pay her back for the washi tape. And so when she got my die cuts, she said, hey, would you mind sending me another package of those die cuts if it's not too much trouble, and I'll pay you for it? And I said, absolutely, it's not too much trouble at all. I'll be more than glad to do it. And she's like, but I want to pay you for it. And I said, no, there's no need. You don't need to pay me for it. And she said, I insist. I need to pay you for it. And I, continued to tell her no. I wouldn't even know what to charge you for it. And I really have a hard time charging people for things. I would rather just give people something. And I understand the need to pay for things. I do, I understand it, but I just have a hard time asking for money. I don't know why that is about me, but yet I understand the need to pay for things. I don't know, my mind is just backwards that way. And so I told her, I don't know what to ask for it, so I have a wish list. It's just a wish list that I put on my Amazon account, and it was never public. It was just things that I wanted to someday purchase. It was kind of like my shopping cart, but it wasn't in my shopping cart. It was things that I liked that someday I hoped that I would be able to go and purchase. But I told her I would make that public, and she could go and pick, whatever she wanted to off of that, and that's how she could repay me. So she did. She went and picked some items. I made it public, and she went and made some items, she purchased them as a gift for me. And so these are the items that she purchased off of my wish list, which is totally amazing, because these are things that I wanted, but really I didn't see myself getting anytime in the future, or possibly ever. Now, some of these things are things that I need, like you'll see, but so, a couple of them are things that I probably would have never gotten for myself. So, I already opened it, of course, right? I open everything. So, like these felt applicator felts, alcohol ink applicator felts. These are something that I don't have alcohol inks yet, but someday I hope to have alcohol ink. And when I get them, I will definitely need these. And I don't have the applicator itself yet, but when I get the alcohol inks, I'm gonna need these. So thank you so much, Ronnie, for getting these for me, because this is probably something that I would have needed in the future, and I just so appreciate having these for when I need them. So thank you so much. I so appreciate it. This is another thing that I really wanted. I don't have very many stencils, good stencils anyway. I have some stencils. I usually make most of my stencils, and then I do have some, just basic little stencils, but I really liked this tree. And so thank you so much for getting me this. I love this. So thank you so much for that. And then I plan on getting a single column journaling Bible, because that is something that I so want to do to get closer to my faith and to spend more time with God is to start journaling in a Bible. And so these are something that I discovered while looking through Amazon, are these beautiful pens. And see how they have that cross on them? And they are just these absolutely beautiful, they have beautiful metallic colors on them. And they're non-bleed, so they don't bleed through. They're non-smear, so they don't smear through. Because you know how Bible paper is so thin, and it's just got a different texture than other papers, that you really need this specialty kind of ink to journal. So thank you so much for these, Ronnie. I can't wait to get my Bible and use these. And when my husband saw that you sent these for me, he's like, you need to send me the link so that I can get you that Bible. So thank you so much for these. Hopefully I'll be getting my Bible soon and I can start doing this. And then this is the cardstock that I love to use, but I haven't gotten it because I just haven't been able to afford it, you know, because I've spent my money for the next 6 months. I kind of went overboard last month on shopping, so I haven't been able to get the paper that I love. And this is a great deal on Amazon. This Nina Bright White cardstock at 65 pound, and you get 250 sheets in here. I mean, look at how thick the stack is. So she got me a pack of this, which I so appreciate. This is something that I use all the time. So I've got stuff that I can use in the future and a couple of things that I can use now. So thank you so much, Ronnie. I don't think that the cutouts that I sent you was worth the amount that you spent, but I so appreciate you paying me for those. And it was nice getting a gift like this because the money that you sent went to items that I bought, whereas if you would have paid me in cash, it probably would have went to, you know, groceries, which I mean are things that we need, but at least I could put it back into stuff, back into my crafting stuff. So thank you so much for that. I so appreciate it. And after the emotional day that I had, though, the day was a cleansing. I felt, you know, cleansed, renewed from my day yesterday. This was just the cherry on top. So thank you so much to Maria for mailing out the trade cards, and for Ronnie for sending me this beautiful package, and for all the people that I owed cards to. Those did go out in the mail yesterday, so you should be receiving them within the next few days. So that's it, guys. I'm going to go get ready for the live stream so that we can create together, and I hope that you come back to join me. So I hope you all have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, and God bless. We'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye.